Hello, I'm Brandon Barr from the Packing House Church in Redlands, and I want to invite you out to the Truth is Apologetics Conference on May 5th. Joining me right now is Jim Wallace, one of the conference speakers. Jim was a cold case detective and a serious atheist until the age of 35. He's still a cold case detective, but now he runs a ministry that actually defends the Christian faith at pleaseconvinceme.com. Jim, I have a few questions for you. First, what is apologetics? And second, why should a Christian in high school or college care about it?
Well, apologetics is, I think, in some ways kind of a lame word, because when we hear that word apologetic, we always think, well, what, are you apologizing for something? I mean, it just sounds so much like an apology. But what we're really talking about is a Greek word, apologia, that really means to make a defense, to make a case for. And that's what we're doing here, is we're making a case for what we believe. And it's really important because, folks, everyone is making a case for what they believe, and if we're not going to do it, we're going to be run over by their worldviews. And these worldviews are not even accurate worldviews. I mean, if you're sitting in this room right now and you're watching this video, and you're a young person who's maybe in high school or in college, and you're surrounded by your friends, let's say you've got 10 friends in the room with you, well, look around. The statistics pretty much bear out that in the next 4 years while these folks are in college with you, they're going to walk away from their faith in large numbers. As a matter of fact, at the end of 4 years, it's very likely anywhere from 2 to 4 of you will still be Christians. That means that 6 to 8 of you will walk away from your faith altogether. And that's, when they survey this, it's almost non-denominational in how it is approached. Lifeway's done surveys on this, Barna Group has done surveys on this, Gallup has done surveys on it, secular groups at UCLA have done surveys on this, and it's almost always the same. It's bad news. It's that most Christians in college will walk away from their faith, and Lifeway says only about a third will ever return to the church. And I would suspect that when they do return to the church, they're bruised in some way, or they've given up certain key doctrines of the faith. Look, folks, we have got to train ourselves. We've got to get ready to prepare to defend ourselves when we go to college. Because in that setting, college university professors are sometimes 3 to 5 times the percentages that you see in the general population are atheists. And these are the folks who are giving your grades, grading your papers, teaching your lessons, and you'll be saturated with a worldview that is not true, yet it's persuasive given the setting in which it's described. And so what we're trying to do is say, hey, look, if we happen to hold the truth, and young people are walking away from the truth of these large numbers in college, why is that happening? And I was one of these guys. I was not a Christian until I was 35. But I am committed now to making cases for the Christian worldview based on the information, the techniques that I've learned as a detective. And what I'm hoping to do is to pass along some of those strategies to you, given the evidence we have, to show you that the Christian worldview is indeed the most reasonable inference from the evidence. We've got good reason to believe that this is true. You can have confidence in the Christian worldview. But you're only going to get confidence if you train for this fight. Look, how many times have you seen these MMA fighters, they sign a contract to do a fight, and once they sign the contract, they're working hard to get in shape. When I was younger, it was always boxers, right? And in between fights, boxers would get fat. And then they sign a contract, and now for the next 8 to 16 weeks, they are training like crazy because a fight is coming. Well, folks, a fight is coming. A battle is coming, and we've got to start training for the battle. I don't want to teach you guys, because that's just blah, blah, blah. I want to train you guys, because we've got to get ready for the fight. And I think we're going to try to do that on May 5th. The goal of May 5th is for those of us who have been through this battle a little bit to get in the ring with you and train you so you're ready and prepared to do battle in college and in university. That's the goal on May 5th.